This is launch CR3008 Plus. I got it free from launch to make review, so thanks for sponsoring the video. And now I will show you what it can do. Connect it to OBD port. Make sure you feed in completely. If it is connected properly to OBD port, it will start automatically. And so the scanner can communicate with the vehicle, you also need to turn on the ignition. Now the scanner will be able to communicate with car's ECU. We also have check engine light, so we will explore why it is on with our launch code reader. Outside of diagnostic feature, you have a bunch of other functions. For example, you can record the data, you can look up the DTC codes, even print the recorded live data. You can also do a battery test. Go to this battery and it will tell you if your battery is in good condition. Mine is okay. But the best part of code reader is by far this diagnose feature. If you go to diagnose, first it will detect which of 5 protocols does this car use. Now you'll get this diagnostic menu in which you can use all global OBD functions. Let's start by reading codes. It even wants to select my car brand. Now it doesn't always ask for car brand, but let me input the Toyota and already we have the fault codes. So we have P0100, we have P0113, interior temperature, previous was for map sensor, we have specific code, that's why it asks for the car brand. When you see fault code that starts with 1, that means that is brand specific code. So the code P1300 has the meaning igniter circuit fault number 1 only for Toyota. For the other brand it can have different meaning, and we also have another P0113. Why we have two of the same codes, where these are actually not the same. One is pending code, so that is when the fault happened just once, but if the fault is confirmed, it will also set a current code. Not many of code readers will show you this type of code here. This is usually only in the scan tools. Now before you start erasing codes, don't forget that it will also erase bunch of other information. For example, freeze frame data. We might have some freeze frame data for one of our fault codes that would disappear if we would erase the codes right away. See, and indeed we have freeze frame data for the code P0108. You get all this different data about what was going on in the engine exactly in that time when this code was stored in my ECU. Code readers usually display a lot less of this freeze frame data than this launch is able to. This can help you when you are trying to diagnose your engine issues, because you at least know at which condition is the fault happening, which can ease up your diagnostic process. Another feature you want to check before you erase the codes is IM readiness. This is this IM button that can be found on most code readers. If you press it, it will show you onboard monitoring status. So different monitors that are checking your exhaust and emission related systems. You get status for each monitor. So all my monitors are okay, and that is good indicator that all engine systems are in good shape, and also that you will be able to pass state emission inspection. I mean, I have some fault codes, but all monitors are displaying okay status. And this gray one, it means I don't have such monitor in vehicle. This doesn't mean that monitor is faulty. This means that there is no such monitor in this vehicle. So all my monitors are okay, and the gray ones, I don't have those. One of the most important features on code reader is displaying live data stream. This is probably the best function of global OBD, and if you have some knowledge about how this live data works, you can really diagnose your own engine problems, even with simple code reader like this. Now, I will not be explaining what each of those data mean, but if you are curious about that, I have full video explaining just engine live data. I will link it up here, so go check it out if you are interested to learn more about how those live data work and what they mean. Almost all code readers are able to display those engine data values. But first, this launch will display more of those data than most code readers. And second, it can also display live data graphs. Not all code readers can display live data graphs. I mean, some do. But what is also great about this launch is that it can display two different values at once. When I press on the pedal, see, it is changing in real time. If we are trying to diagnose some problems with the live data, having option to display them in graphs is much more helpful than just looking at those text values. Because with the graph you get really better idea about what is going on in the engine. In the scanner you can also access onboard monitoring, which is more data about those readiness monitors. For example, you can check misfire monitor data, even for each of the cylinders separately. Then you have this vehicle information. Usually it is able to show you VIN number, but for this Toyota it couldn't retrieve it. Okay, so we went over most important functions. There are some more, you can export them later. But right now I want to show you how easily we can get rid of check engine light. by using our launch code reader. So go to erase codes. It will warn you that it will clear emission related diagnostic information. That means resetting monitors. Are you sure? Yes. Turn the ignition on with engine off. Okay, engine stopped. Okay, continue. And just like that, our check engine is gone. Okay, so launch CR3008 Plus. I mean, basically anyone who owns a car could use this device just to make sure that everything in the vehicle is okay. Check vehicle before state emission inspection, or even diagnose and fix engine problems on your own. If you want to check more information or even buy it, go to link in description, everything will be there.